Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Jack, or Nobledez, and welcome back to another MP4 file on the internet. Today I'm doing another storytime video. I just did one recently about a robbery that recently happened, and I decided, you know, it's been a while since I've really gotten into doing storytime videos, and believe it or not, within my boring life, I still have a few stories left to tell, so I'ma tell. Now today, I'm gonna be telling you guys about my first fight, which happened, let me see, I'm a junior now. It happened freshman year, so about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. No, I think 2 years ago is probably safer. So yeah, freshman year, and I'm currently a junior, so this happened about 2 years ago. I got in my first fight. Now, for you to understand the whole context of the fight, I have to explain some more context of what started the fight. Back whenever I first went into high school, you know, freshman year, it's the first year of high school. At least for me, I think it works differently in other places. But for me, it was freshman year, and that was my first year of high school. And a big thing whenever you're going to high school is it's pretty well known that whenever you enter high school, that's when like big friend groups start breaking apart. In high school, you usually end up finding other friends, or your friends will end up going to other friends. It's kind of sad, but I guess in high school you become more developed as a person, or you start developing as a person, and with that you start to interact with other people, and then that leads to the whole term of like snakes.
Oh, you've changed.
You know, all that. And I took that jokingly. And with that, I started a whole kind of meme where like,
oh man, you've changed. Freaking prep. Dude, you've turned into a prep. Wow, bro, we used to be friends, but now you're a prep. Oh, I wasn't cool enough for you? Freaking prep. Heckin' prep.
That's right, I started a meme of just calling people preps. And it started off as like a small inside joke with me and my friends. But then it kind of continued on to people I didn't even know. They'd overhear me calling people preps, then they'd kind of join in on it. And it became such a big inside joke that it was practically a meme, because memes are just inside jokes that are public, you know. So the whole prep meme, and it became the whole way I greeted people and the way people greeted me. Oh, what's up, prep? Hey, prep. Prep. So I mean, I don't know, it was kind of enjoyable. I liked being kind of like the pioneer of the whole prep meme. And some people didn't get it. They heard prep and it was like,
what's that mean?
Because if you look up prep, usually the first definition for it is being prepared. Prep is kind of like short for prepared.
So yeah, I'm prep, what?
But I believe the second definition, I'm not sure if it's actually official, but I guess it's kind of like a cultural thing. Prep means like, I guess, high class, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like those kids that have their parents pay for everything. The kids that always have like the school clothing thingamajiggas on. It's just the high class kids, the cool kids pretty much. Alright, so you got that context. Pioneering a sort of a meme, kind of. But it became quite obvious that not everyone was caught up with the joke. A joke led to me getting my first fight. A joke also led to me almost getting killed at a robbery. I need to stop. I remember lunch was ending, so the way we have it at my schools, I know it might be different for everywhere else, so it's kind of hard to explain these things. But we have two lunches. There's A lunch and B lunch. A lunch usually has like most of the freshmen and I believe the sophomores, and B lunch usually has like the juniors and the seniors. And this is just so like everyone has an equal chance of getting a lunch, and just so like the cafeteria is not too overfilled. Because, you know, if you throw them all into one, the lunch is only like 30 minutes. Not everyone's gonna have time to even get lunch. Even with the divided lunches, the lines are so long. And even with the divided lunches, like the campus is just so full of kids, all of the cafeteria and everything, because there's so many of them. So it's divided into two lunches just to make things easier. And I was in A lunch at the time because I was a freshman. And I remember lunch was ending, everyone was walking to their classes, and I see one of my friends. I remember, I think I had her in algebra, and I saw her, and as a freshman I was more energetic. I'd greet freaking everyone. I was like practically bouncing off the walls all the time. I had theater right before lunch, so that gave me an opportunity to get even more hyped up, getting on stage, doing improv and all that. I was just insane with my energy, alright? And I remember seeing her, and I started yelling,
hey, prep!
I don't remember what I was calling out to her for, but yeah, I was prep, hey! And before she could even respond or do anything, this one kid, I don't even know who he is. And not to be mean, but he's like kind of chubby, kind of big. If you saw us two, you would definitely think he'd instantly whip me. But yeah, he comes out of nowhere and he starts like shoving me back. And if I remember correctly, he was saying like, actually, I don't even remember what he said, but he was saying something. And I was confused because this random huge dude comes out of the crowd and starts pushing up on me. I was super confused because this random kid that I don't even know just came out of nowhere and started pushing on me. And it happened like 2 years ago. So I don't even remember what he was saying, but he was saying something. And I guess despite whatever he was saying, I still just didn't understand what was going on. I do remember one thing though, and this one thing really does stick out in my memory because it was something he actually told the officers after, and it was that I said,
"Dude, are you on your period or something?"
Or something along those lines. I asked him if he was on his period, and that that made him snap, obviously. This is when he just started wailing on me, just throwing hits to my face. I think he got 2 hits on me before I was up against the wall because we were still next to the cafeteria building. My high school campus is composed of like many different buildings. There's like a different building for everything. There's like the science building, the art building, the cafeteria, the main, there's a lot. And he got like 4 more hits on me, and I didn't fight back yet because I was mainly confused. I was confused out of my mind. It's like I was a retard or something. And I didn't know if I should fight back because you'd get in trouble, right? And I don't remember his hits like even hurting at all. It was just like I was just confused. I had no idea what was going on. But I do remember he got 6 hits. I don't know why I remember that. Until finally my mind just snapped. I was like, you know what, screw it. And I fought back. And I got 1 hit in. He got 6, I got 1 hit in. But it was the best hit ever. I remember just like all my strength, everything went into it. I jumped. I do remember jumping too. I jumped into this hit. I hit him like right here between the cheek and the eye. Like this little area right here. And by this point, there was like a crowd of kids surrounding us, which I guess, what do you expect? Who was leaving the cafeteria? Everyone was kind of in a crowd anyways. Then like sort of fight broke out, so obviously the crowd's gonna but that one good hit right here, I don't even know what you'd call it, his cheekbone, like it was part of his eye too. It was like perfectly in the middle. That one good hit just made everything. And it's funny because I remember as I was going into the hit, someone from the crowd yelled, "Just walk away, Jack, it's not worth it." And I remember laughing so hard at that later on because they were like 2 seconds too late. If you said that 2 seconds earlier, actually I'm glad you didn't because I don't regret this. The outcome of this was perfect. So before anything else could happen, the security guard was there, grabbed us, took us both in. They took us into separate rooms where we explained to what I believe was one of the counselors. I don't know. Every teacher or like high person in staff has like a different position every year. So I just know them by name. I don't know them by position. And I'm not about to like release names on here, so yeah. But yeah, I just explained to her what happened, and he went in and explained what happened too. We was assigned community service to make up for what happened, and we was given 5 days of suspension each. We both got the same punishment. So I had to go pick up trash for 10 hours. I went to this place in our town where there was other kids who also had to do community service, and they got us all together and they took us out to like the highways where there's like a bunch of trash on the side of the road. They gave us like these yellow vest things to put on, and we just picked up trash. I believe it took me like 1 weekend because it was 5 hours a day, so 5 hours Saturday, 5 hours Sunday. And with this, I was able to get in my 10 hours of community service, and I got a week off. And I didn't get in trouble by my mom or anything, simply because I was defending myself. I didn't start the fight, and as long as I don't start the fight, my mom's completely cool with it. Kinda. She wants me to walk away if possible, but yeah, I'm not gonna walk away from something like that. And I remember on the last day of community service, well, my last day, technically my second day, the kid I fought came in and was on the same route as me, and we literally acted like nothing happened. I remember everyone like joking around in the van. It was literally like nothing happened. It was kind of weird, to be honest. I mean, we didn't even know each other prior to the fight. There was no beef, nothing like that. What I do remember though is sometime after the fight, his mom went on Facebook and she posted like a picture of his face, and right here, like, it got all swelled up. Like, part of his eye and like his cheek like swelled up into like a big pink ball. Like, I got him hard, and I remember joking about it, calling him strawberry face, like not to him but like with my friends and stuff. And what she posted was that I was bullying someone and that her son came in to save the kid that was getting bullied. So apparently I was bullying someone, even though I was just calling a friend by an inside joke prep, which we all called each other at the time. So because of an inside joke, which I guess he misunderstood, apparently. I don't know how he misunderstood that. Like, it was so obviously an inside joke. Like, you don't look at people calling each other like nicknames and stuff and think bullying. Like, it's usually pretty obvious when people are joking around with each other, you know? So my mindset is that he probably liked the girl and he probably saw this as an opportunity to impress her. I don't know, it's just a theory. Again, I didn't know this kid prior to the fight, and even after the fight and after the whole community service thing, we've never said a word to each other. But what was really cool was after my week off because of the suspension, when I came back to school, kids who would have never talked to me, football players, actual preps, talked to me.
Like, yo, what's up, Jack?
In the hallways and stuff like that. Kids who would have never acknowledged me, and I thought it was really cool. But that only lasted like a week, then everything went back to normal. And a lot of kids obviously knew about the joke, so everyone knew I wasn't bullying anyone. And I'm sure the message came across to him later on that he didn't really save anyone from bullying. But I mean, if that was his actual mindset, that he was defending someone from getting bullied, then I mean, all props to him. Like, if you can stop bullying, do it. I don't have anything against him. Again, I don't really know him. I didn't know him prior. I still pretty much don't know him. I do know he's kind of looked at, or was looked at, as like one of the school gangsters. He even had like an ankle bracelet on and all that. So I guess I took out one of the school gangsters. And everyone who talked about the story afterwards said I two-pieced him. I only had one hit in. One hit. So that was annoying. And also, if you're curious, literally nothing happened to me. I didn't swell up, I didn't get a black eye, I didn't get anything at all. So it was kind of sad. He got 6 hits in, which didn't hurt, just like surprised me. I was confused and baffled, didn't know if I should fight back because I didn't want to get in trouble. Prior to that, I've never been in a fight before, so you know, I was confused, but I finally did, and I'm glad I did. And I mean, it was kind of a cool experience. I know I shouldn't be condoning fighting, but it was a cool experience. I got a week off. The community service thing wasn't too bad. They even took us to McDonald's each day. Like, we had to buy our own food, of course, but we went there for like 30 minutes and that counted towards our 10 hours of time. And the people that was like taking us out there, like I don't know if they were really police, but they're like staff of authority, I guess you could say. And they were really cool too. They even told us about their fight stories. So yeah, and I had like my 1 week of popularity at school. So first fight, it was a win pretty much. It was a 1-piece, by the way. Everyone said it was a 2-piece. No, it was a 1-piece, bruh. Subtract 1, that's what it was. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you guys about my first fight story. I've been meaning to do a story time video on this for like ever now, and I don't know why I'm barely getting to it. I mean, it's been like almost 3 years, if not already 3 years. But yeah, have you guys ever been in a fight before? If you have, whether you won or lost, you should tell me about it down in the comments. I'm interested in seeing your guys' experiences with some of these things I talk about in my storytime videos. And let me know, do you think that he actually thought I was bullying someone, or do you think it was just maybe he liked a girl or something? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll be sure to see you next storytime video if my life becomes interesting enough to...
Bravo!
Oh shoot.
Good job.
Oh, were you listening the whole time?
Yeah.
Dude, I wonder if they can hear you.
Hello, everyone.
Can they hear you? Wait,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna... There's my neighbor stalking me. Oh my gosh, you scared me. Bye guys.